Grand Rising, y'all. So this is this was on my mind heavy last night, and I was gonna make a video yesterday, but I was too tired to make a video. It's pretty early right now, but I have to, I have to make this video because this is what's going on with a lot of brothers and sisters out here who grew up without a mother figure and a father figure. Now, understand that, a lot of brothers and sisters out here, I'm going to start with the brothers for me, all right? A lot of brothers out here are broken. A lot of brothers out here are broken. What I mean about they're broken, what I mean is that how their moms and dads, how they treat one another, or if the mom and dad was absent in their life, was not present in their life. That's why a lot of guys goes to the streets. Now with the guys are built to be masculine energy, and the mother is feminine energy. But as of growing up without the mother, it leaves a void, because we was brought in this world from a whole nother from a universe. And with the mother with the mother being absent, and or however the mother lived her life with the father determines on the kid, on how he lives his life. It's just passing on generation after generation after generation. Now, I am a ascendant master, all right? My mother, I have never met my mother at all. I seen pictures of her, but I've never met my mother in real life. And she don't even try to make her way to try to even see me. I tried, and I did the best I could back then, but it was a time where she had no excuse on meeting me, on us meeting each other. She had no excuse. My dad, he won't shit either, And I realized that with this life that I'm in now, I had picked up that karma from my descendants. I had picked up that karma from my descendants. Because now, my son, I ain't seen my son in a whole year. Now, my son is 4 years, he's 4 now, okay? It's not my fault that I don't see him. It's the mom's fault. She blocking me and changing her numbers and going out her way, and I did the best that I can do. And this is coming from someone who ain't, had that stability, that mother father. I came from nothing. So by me creating a family, I wanted something. His mom took that away from me. And with a lot of guys and brothers here, a lot of guys and brothers, they turn against the streets. They feel like that is going to fill that void that was missing with, without their parents in their life, and they're not being present. They feel like by joining the streets is going to fill that void. And it only leads to a two-way street here. I mean, a dead-end street. It doesn't solve nothing. And with, I'm in union with my twin flame, y'all. I'm in union with myself, but the feminine version of myself. All right? She came from a broken home, but she has a father wound. I came from a broken environment and all the above, but I have a mother wound. I'm already a guy, so it really don't matter about the father, It don't really matter about the father. Now, my twin, she came from a broken environment. And with the actions and deeds and the trauma that it comes with it, it brought it to now of how, like, basically the trauma of how you lived your life in the past, it brings it up to the surface as of now. And this is why a lot of guys go to the streets, they never happy, like toting guns, fear. Because it's how they live, coming from broken homes, missing mom, missing dad, and they don't know how, they feel like what's good to them, or they feel like what's bad, what you think is bad, what they doing is good to them. You learn from your descendants, which is your mom and your dad. You learn from them. But this is why a lot of guys go to the streets, y'all. This is exactly why. And it was on my mind heavy. The mother wound, the father wound, not be able to see your parent being absent, and they go to the streets, or they just hell with their life, and then they turn their life to the streets and they get hella charges and they get locked up or they get killed. All these people who are in these streets, man, most of them comes from broken homes. Most of them comes from broken homes. And we can learn from the mother wound and the father wound. We can learn from it. That way you can break this generation curse. Because like I said, the white man put fear out here. He put fear out here. He believes in fear, guilt, shame. This is what the white man believe in. This is what the white man believe in, y'all. So, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. If you are one of them beings and people who come from a broken home, whether it's both, whether it's just the mother or whether it's just the father. Just know that you are not alone. You are not alone. But in order to heal your traumas, it all starts with you. You know, yoga, meditation starts with you. Listen, I came from both families, mom and dad, and the dad he just won't shit. My dad wasn't shit, man. My mom, you know, you learn from your parents, y'all. Your parents are your descendants. You learn from your parents. And by you learning from your parents or whatever, right? By you learning from your parents, right? If you have kids, you don't want them to grow up not knowing their parents. Because then it's just going to pass on from generation to generation to generation. I have a kid my own. I have a 4-year-old. I have not seen him. I did everything that I could. Everything. And his mom clearly did not give a fuck. And by me just going through a whole lot in my past life and, even my kid and whatever, and I'm still standing strong. Tomorrow will be the 5th. I have a heart of a lion, and and I have the strength of a bull. And and I still put out the message out here, and I forewarn, and I let people know that like I'm still here. Like a lot of these things that's taking place is because of who I am, what I speak about. You know, I'm in union with my twin, and everything don't be sunny and it don't be peaches and cream all the time, because it's still wounds that needs to be healed. But we're fighting against the odds. Satan. These unnatural beings, they put all this fear out here. All this fear for people to be scared of, or them not knowing themselves. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Mother wounds and father wounds. It's why a lot of guys goes into the streets, brothers. Then they be in the streets and then they do all kinds of shit, and this is all in anger, robbing, pointing guns at people. This is all in trauma that they had in their history times. And then the white man, they lock us up, and they life be gone. So this is why I said, y'all, if the system was not here, we wouldn't be dealing with this. It would be structure and discipline. It wouldn't be no calling, using the phone. Nah. It would be structure and discipline. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. It was on my mind heavy. Like I said, it's just me. And ain't no mom and dad I got family, but they all bots and they don't even know me. I literally came here on this dimension myself. Literally. I came here myself. I could have just stayed up there. I could, but I wanted to come down here. I could have just stayed up there. I didn't have to incarnate back here. I could just stay up there. But it's a battle that's going on right now, and ever since they destroyed this tree of life, that's why I incarnate back here, because we getting this tree of life back. Okay? They destroyed it, and there's another tree of life that's growing somewhere. I don't know where, but it's growing somewhere. I don't know where, but it's growing somewhere. That's why it's a grand awakening. It's growing somewhere. I don't know where. I haven't tried to locate it. I don't know where. And this time coming around, I would not be back here on this dimension. I won't. Like, y'all understand, this father wound and mother wound, by me not even growing up with my parents, just think about my descendants, my parents, who was in that same predicament. It's just passing on from generation to generation to generation to generation, and then here I go, I pick it up. But see, none of my moms and dads, descendants, none of them don't know the knowledge that I have. I'm the only one that has and knows the knowledge that I have. The only one. None of my descendants knows this kind of knowledge. That's why I ended up picking a torch and I ended up being an ascended. I'm an ascended master. And, like, I'm still here, y'all. I'm happy. I go through a lot of shit, But I have peace. And I just want to share that light with y'all for the ones who has came from a broken home, that you are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. And you want to heal your traumas. Therefore, yoga, meditation. Yoga, meditation. If you want to heal your traumas, your past. Go for a walk in nature. If you're going through mother wounds, if you a guy, or hell, you don't even gotta be a guy. You can be a woman. You can be a female. If you one of them peoples who ain't grew up with a mother, go to nature. Go to nature. Nature is feminine energy. And get some sun. The sun is masculine energy. That's how it's going to heal you. You see how I am. That's how it's going to heal you. Because you learn from your descendants. Just because it was a bad situation don't mean that you can't learn from it. And I learned from it. That's why I'm sharing the light now to y'all who has grew up with the mother, without, the mother and the father. And the reason why this is important, because it all results in your emotional balance, the heart chakra. So I just want to share that with y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.